Dear students, welcome to our class on drought climatology 1. See, as far as we, the agrometeorologists, are concerned, several times I told that meteorology, meteor means a thing above, logos means study, clima means slope of the earth, logos means study. So, in meteorology, what we do is we study physical principles in relation to geography. In meteorology, in climatology, the physical principles that we study in physics, with reference to geography, then we use the statistical models, statistical techniques, statistical equations, statistical procedures rather, to broaden the findings, broaden the subject of meteorology. That is the climatology. So as far as the drought climatology is concerned, why I am telling this one is that, it is a broader sense. In a broader sense, we study agricultural climatology. I have defined agricultural meteorology, climatology several times. So let us see what is this. As far as this particular course is concerned, drought climatology or some aspects are concerned, I am taking from my book Principles and Practices of Agricultural Disaster Management, written by me, of course, in the year 2015. So from there, I am going to deliver. Now, see, first I would like to say what is a rainy day in the drought climatology 1. We are going to study drought climatology 1, 2, like that, as the days goes. Now, see, let us go to the word or term drought. Then, of course, first of all, you should know what is rainy day, what is dry spell. So like that we'll go. Now, the term drought means scarcity of available water which is normally required for an activity, whether it is for drinking, whether it is for agricultural purposes, whether it is for the industry. Once again, I would like to enlighten you that the term drought means scarcity of available water for normally required operations. So that's what we usually call it as the term drought. It is for a region. If we apply to the crops, agricultural, drought. That's what we are going to learn. Now, see, drought is a slow creeping disaster. Drought is a slow creeping disaster. It won't happen all of a sudden. So, in other words, it is an advanced signal of famine. It is an advanced signal of famine. Drought is a slow creeping process. All of a sudden won't occur. Now, see, let us see. Conventionally, for climatological purposes, a rainy day. Please note that in between the Capricorn and Cancer. So in between, on both sides of the equator, most of the torrid zone, or we call it as the arid, semi-arid zone, depending upon the methods of classification. Now, so usually accepted definition for a rainy day is, I am not interested to go who had defined, because several scientists have worked for innumerable times, investigations. They found that a day with rainfall of greater than or equal to 2.5 millimeters per day, but it is not standard for all the locations. If we take an excessive rainfall area of Cherrapunji or some other places, but usually for climatological purposes, because as I told, that's why I told what is climatology. Climatology is broadening the findings, broadening the subject of meteorology, where we study physics and geography. That's why, so broader sense, 2.5 millimeters more than or equal to, that we call it as a rainy day. Now, what is a dry spell? So, each severe drought year was considered equivalent to 2 moderate drought years. Number of events of rainless period of at least 14 consecutive days during the monsoon, June to September, is called a dry spell. At least 14 consecutive days of less than 2.5 mm rainfall, we call it as the dry spell. For, again I am telling, in between the Capricorn and Cancer, this is accepted. There is a lot of discussion on that. Somewhere we have to make a full stop. So that's why, this was accepted at least for climatological purposes. Now, see, let us see the causes of drought. Okay, so from your bits point of view, this is very important. Causes of drought. 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, B, C, D they will give. So which one is the prominent? Which one has got more than 50% acceptance as far as agriculture is concerned, as far as general purpose is concerned? So that's why. So I am interested to discuss with you the causes of drought. So what are the causes of drought? Okay, what is severity of drought? These two we are going to discuss. What are the causes of drought? Now, failure of monsoon as far as Asia, Southeast Asia is concerned, inadequate water conservation efforts, failure of monsoon, inadequate conservation efforts, we fail. That's what we call it also a drought, one of the causes. Of course, lack of water supply, contamination of water, lack of water supply, contamination of water, inadequate storage, inefficient conveyance facilities or abnormal demand. Okay, these are all the causes of first one. Okay, that's why from your BITS point of view, whether it is for Agro 103 course, Introductory Agrometeorology or Climate Change 2, you can say go for JRF, SRF, or BSc second year, third year agriculture. Okay, so this is the first thing as far as causes of drought. Once again, I would like to say failure of monsoon, inadequate water conservation efforts in the crops, as far as inadequate conservation rain occurs, but water you have given, but you have not conserved the water. That's also a drought. Now, see, contamination of water. Huge water is there, but contaminated. What is its use? So, like that, inadequate storage facilities, insufficient conveyance facilities, and abnormal demand. This is the first reason. The second is the climatic fluctuations and variations in earth, ocean, and atmospheric relationship in precipitation. Once again, I would like to enlighten you that the earth, the atmosphere, the earth, the ocean, the atmosphere. These three, the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere. So the interaction, there is a possibility for fluctuations in the interaction. Then also drought would come, and human activities such as overgrazing, poor cropping methods, improper soil conservation techniques, and extreme deforestation, which is of course not acceptable to the human being. Deforestation. So these are the causes of the drought. What is the severity of drought? Just 100% take this from me. This bit will come. What is the severity of drought? A bit will come in GRF, SRF. Even in the interviews, you will be asked. So what is it? The severity of drought depends on two. The fundamentals of the economy of the region. Second thing is the drought mitigation policy of the country. The drought mitigation. This is what I raised in my voice very politely, submissively, but strongly, that every country, for that matter, every state should have a drought policy. Again, I would like to say, bits will come. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So they will give what is the severity of drought? What is the reason for severity of drought? The fundamentals of the economy of the country or region, and the drought mitigation policy of the region. So these are the things. Now let us go to the classification of drought. You see, please subscribe to my channel, Agrometeorology, Farmers and Rural Development. There I had given the basics of classification of drought. There I have defined agricultural drought. What agricultural drought, hydrological drought, meteorological drought. What is agricultural drought? Drought is a situation. Please note that, So in several books, you will be finding some words in place of severe. A situation, in place of situation. So finally accepted among most of the agrometeorologists, is concerned. Drought is a situation in which crops fail to mature because of insufficient soil moisture. Once again, I would like to impress upon you that drought is a situation in which crops fail to mature because of insufficient soil moisture. So that's what we call it as the agricultural drought. Now, see what is the classification of drought. I have given the meteorological drought. So what is meteorological drought? Once again, just for refreshing from the basics. That's why kindly go to the basics of this drought classification. There I had given, just for your academic interest, I would like to say meteorological drought is the drought which is occurring, which occurs otherwise, because of the deviation from the climatologically expected rainfall. Deviation from the climatologically expected rainfall. If the deviation for a region deviation is 0 to 25%, okay, we call it as simply drought. What is 25 to 50% deviation? We call it as the moderate drought. More than 50%, we call it as the severe drought. So that's what is the meteorological drought. Hydrological drought. See, when meteorological drought prolongs, hydrological drought sets in. This bit will come in JRF, SRF, net. Please note, and please note. When meteorological drought prolongs, dash drought sets in. That is the hydrological drought. What is the hydrological drought? Hydrological drought is the situation. Please note that situation is the correct word. Hydrological drought is the situation in which hydrological resources like wells, tanks, riverlets, rivers, before that big lakes, and or what not. So all these hydrological resources are depleted of water, then we call it as the hydrological drought. So what is socio-economic drought? See, the socio-economic drought, of course, this is a very interesting thing, a situation where water scarcity adversely affects the economy of the region. Water scarcity adversely affects the economy of the region. The consequent effects are, why we call that the socio-economic, unemployment, that is economic, and of course migration of the people. This is where human beings cannot afford migration. That's why we call it as the that's what we call it as the socio-economic drought. Socio means migration, economic means unemployment because of the drought. Now, so agriculture drought is concerned, I have defined. Agriculture drought is a situation in which crops fail to mature because of insufficient soil moisture. Now, here the agriculture drought is again divided into 5. Simply 5 half minutes I will tell. Early season drought, mid-season drought, late season drought, apparent drought, and permanent drought. What is early season drought? See, the early season drought occurs due to delay in commencement of sowing rains. When 20 millimeters of rain occurs in the tropical regions or torrid regions, we go for sowing. So we call it as the minimum. So farmers sow the seed by taking the advantage of early rain, a long dry spell. First, I told a long dry spell. That means more than 14 days of no rain or more than 14 days of 2.5 millimeters less than rain, dry spell. So that's why a long dry spell may lead to withering of seedlings and poor crop establishment, germination, establishment. These are affected. Mid-season drought, this occurs. This is what is the early season drought? I told what is the mid-season drought. The mid-season drought is it occurs in association with a long gap between two successive rain events. Again, the same of early season. That means early season germination, emergence, and then crop start establishment. Now, mid-season, if moisture stored in the soil falls short of water requirement crop during the dry period. On other occasions, the mid-season drought may be associated with low or inadequate rainfall in the growing season to meet the crop water needs. As for the phenological stages, vegetative phase, during the vegetative phase, late vegetative phase, early reproductive phase. That's what we call late season or late season drought. Sometimes it is called as the terminal drought. What is the late season? Vegetative over, reproductive over. Late season is the almost maturity, ending of the reproductive or beginning of the maturity. If the crop encounters moisture stress during the reproductive stage, due to early cessation of rainy season and rise in temperatures, the situation hastens the process of maturity. The length of the growing season is reduced. That's what then apparent. What is apparent? The rainfall of a region may be sufficient to raise apparent, if rainfall occurs, maybe 300 mm to 350 mm. We go for the jowar crop. If rainfall of that region is supposed to come, supposed to be 900 to 1150, we go for paddy, or in case of that, we go for a crop which is requiring more water. So, apparent drought means, the rainfall of a region may be sufficient to raise one crop like jowar, but not for raising a crop of paddy. Therefore, mismatching of the crop in relation to water availability pattern leads to up and down, mismatching of the crop. Where jowar is to be grown, we should not grow paddy. Where we are expected to grow paddy, there we should not go for jowar, because jowar requires less water, maybe between 300 to 400 mm. Jowar and rice, of course, 1250 mm, no doubt, but at least around 1000 and concentrated water. The last one is the permanent drought. What is the permanent drought? This is associated with the inadequacy of rainfall or soil moisture to meet the water requirements of the crop during most of the year. Okay, these are also called as the drought-prone areas. So, what are the drought-prone areas? Very simple. In most of the years, if you take a cycle of 10 years, okay, what is a permanent drought area? So, permanent drought in most of the years, crop, irrespective of the varieties, crops, even animals are unable to survive. That's what we call it as the permanent drought. So, in of course, drought climatology 2, 3 as we advance, I try to enlighten you more on this. May God bless you. All the very best.